Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, or good evening, wherever you guys are in the online space. So, for those of you who are new to my personal Facebook page and YouTube channel, my name is Rosaline. I am a digital business owner and a mentor. So we are here again. We are back for another topic. And today is about the link between curiosity and growth. But before we dive into this topic, I would like to give a chance to my business partner to introduce a little bit about herself for our viewers that don't know us yet. Hi, Sis Teresa. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, this is Roslyn, and happy Sunday. Good
Yeah.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Wherever you are in this beautiful world, my name is Teresa. I'm digital business owner and a mentor. And yes, we're back again in our 90-day challenge, and we're gonna share our topic today. Like I said, it's about the links between curiosity and growth.
So start with the questions. Begin by asking, have you ever been curious about something, tried it, and it's completely changed your perspective or life, when I was a kid, pretty much like, like when we were a kid, there's a time that we are very asking so much questions in life, like because pretty much at that time we're like want to know something where our mind is very open. Sometimes really as a kid we are kind of like I was kind of very annoying, but really I didn't know. But for me now looking back, it's good for the kids, like if you have a kids, for our viewers that been asking you questions and be curious, help them, because that's the time that they need you, to whatever they ask you, like in a good way, help them because they are collecting those informations and they're curious about things, and also that it's part of learning. And did you ever experience this is in your, maybe I would say, childhood, like being, you're asking so many questions and being curious about things, want to know, want to help?
Like for myself, I don't really remember if I'm really asked question with my family, but I know I experienced that with my niece. Like as soon as she knows how to speak, yun talaga ang ano niya always asking. Like
Yeah.
she's just curious everywhere, like she's really attentive to surrounds her, like especially when she go to school with her, because sometimes she goes to school with her mom to drop her sister. So she go look around and then what is this. So it's like she's like too much, like everything that she sees, she want to know what's that for and then why, like nonstop. So it's like for me it's like being a kid, being a kid. But I know sometimes it's annoying, for them asking question like non-stop, like just never endless question. So sometimes we have to realize that on that stage, like you said, in that stage is a part of their learning and their growth, you know but you don't have to shut them off, because that's gonna be that's how it's gonna be a,
They
like
just stop. They gonna stop asking questions,
yes,
really.
yes, because that
Yeah.
thing that for them is it's not good, like it's not it's the a negative impact on them when you try to stop them.
Yeah, you're right. You're right there. It will like give a negative impact for the kids, and instead of like, in life when they ask questions because they wanna know, really when we ask questions, we wanna know what's going on, and because as a kid, our parents knows better. That's what we think. Our brothers knows better than us. So, and also like me, when I was a kid, I was very curious. I always ask questions and I always try to help, but of course they always say that you are not helping, you are just making more complicated. you know but like really as a kid, I'm just trying to help, anyway I can. I want to know, I want to learn how to do this, how to um I say, like when it comes to, like, for example, we're like cooking, I would say at the age of 7 I already know how to cook rice, but in the beginning my parents of course wouldn't trust me. But I just observe and ask questions. Ask questions. So I was kind of annoying kid, really, if I will look back. But really I think it was in bad way, because the purpose is I want to learn and I want to grow. It's better to learn than not knowing, because there is a lot of kids the age of 12, 14. They don't know how to do cooking. They don't know how to wash dishes. They don't know how to wash their clothes. But
Well, yeah, 'cause when we start in my family, like we already have we split household chores when we're in like 6 7 years old. We already know, we already teach us how to do the dishes and stuff and small household chores. That way, you like it's not like
yeah.
you grow up like a princess or prince in your house, you know.
Yeah, I know someone, like, when I was growing up, that like 14 already, they still can't I mean, like, oh my God, how are you gonna survive?
Mm.
I think I mean, like, in your childhood, it's a preparation for our survival. If something happened, because our parents is not gonna be here for the rest forever. So
Especially when you go to college,
yeah,
you
and
cannot
that
eat
is
your own unless you stay with your parents and then
yeah.
commute every single day because university they're not really far from they're not close, to most of the time you have to travel, so
Or unless you have a helper, you can bring someone with you. But of course, I like here in the US the way how, like, independent people are very independent here. Like,
hmm.
at the age of 18, they'll move out to be able to live on their own. But really, like, it depends the situation. But for me, our topic here is about curiosity, between curiosity and growth. But really, if you have kids like that, because that is the, or even if not kids, for us, like, especially when we are in a new to, like, for example, job, and we are curious to learn things, we want to know what's going on, we always ask questions. But I always try to observe around and ask questions and make sure that they are in a good mood, so they can be willing to help, because I don't want to when they're in a, like, agitated questions, otherwise you'll be out of the door. So yeah, also, like, in our adult life, for our viewers, always make sure, observe around, that when you ask these questions, when you're being curious about things, is that someone is in a good timing, good energy,
Good
good.
mood.
Yes. So why curiosity is important? So what do you think about these questions, sis, in your experience?
Yes, curiosity is what keeps us moving forward, it's what makes us ask. So like if we don't really ask, if you're not curious, we're stuck. So it's like sometimes it's being curious is like you can learn more, you can learn different possibilities because um it's like you wanting different, like in your everyday life is if you just do it, if you're just doing the same old things every single day, that's get old, it,
Yeah.
you have to have like especially like in example in my business, um I have to ask like all these success people, how their techniques and their I'm just curious that how they
How they
be
become.
successful, so what's their secret. So you if you curious about it, you can learn different strategy to
Yeah.
improve ourselves, because if we don't, we're just gonna stuck with our old ways and not getting results. So
Yes,
if
it's true.
if you curious, like just don't be shy. If you want to have achievement, if you want to achieve your goals or dreams and plans in your life, then just ask, just be curious, because if you stop uh if you stop getting a new like open or new ideas, then you have to be like you're just gonna be like a stagnant water, just sit there until it just dries up and you're not gonna have any improvement. So
Yes.
that's more important is being curious. It's not being nosy, but you just want to know what's the best way to improve ourselves in the business, personal, or any area of your life. That's part of that.
Yes, it's true. And also, di ba, sabi nila, sis, um, ask how successful people become so successful and follow their footsteps. Diba? Kasi, like, for example, in our business, like we have all the training, all the tools that we need to be successful. But before, in the beginning, I followed the training. I thought I did what I can, what I should be doing. But then in the end, something is, I feel stuck. But I realized that I have to ask questions because my way is not working. I have to so I need someone that are successful to help me, tell me, and teach me of what did I do wrong that is not working in my business. So really, for us, we really have to reach out to people, and listen to them and follow what their techniques to become so successful. Because yes, as what you mentioned, like if you are not being curious about something, like if you are not open and you are not willing to learn and ask questions, we are not growing. Because curiosity is part of growing and improving our life, our business, and our everything. So talaga, so for the kids, importante talaga yan in their like age, there's age talaga na they're very curious. But in adult life also, in our in here we will say business, we have to like ask and surround ourselves with those people that are very very successful and be open to learn. Kasi 'di ba sabi nila, you don't have to be smart or so special to be successful. You just be willing to do that aren't or are not doing, the things that they want, that the successful people. Sometimes, like we really have to get out of our comfort zone, learn from those people, like listen to audio, like I was very curious of how these successful people do. And then that's why I download all the books that they yeah, I try to read the books and apply it, and I try to relearn our training was our mastermind. I said, that's the key
It
for
is.
successful people. And like for me, what did I do that in my business? How can I improve my business, and can I like my mindset? Ang dami. Ano lang talaga, so be curious sa lahat, 'di ba? And especially in our business, kung paano naging successful yung mga tao, kasi we all can be successful as long as we're willing to. So, yun po, napaka-importante ito sa not just in childhood but in our adult life, in business, or kung ano mang ginagawa natin sa buhay. So what holds us back, the common strategies that really hold us back is sometimes we are afraid of failing or being judged, so we don't explore and what we're curious about. Maybe life gets busy and we forget to ask questions or try new things. Minsan talaga, sis, alam mo, is we are afraid to ask questions because we don't want to be judged, 'di ba? And we are afraid to get out of our comfort zone because we don't want to fail. So that the main point here is what hold us back is not getting out of your comfort zone. There is nothing wrong with failing. Keep trying, keep trying and trying, because failure is part of everyone's journey. We don't There's no successful people that just wake up in the morning and very very successful. Well, like Tony Robbins didn't wake up in the morning and become famous and successful.
Like sometimes though, if like sometimes people they're holding back to not to be curious, because sometimes they think also that if you person you ask if they have time for you, sometimes they look down on you because especially if you're not popular.
They
You're
judge. So yeah.
Yeah, so it's sometimes you just gonna like you hold your back because you're holding yourself, because that way like you don't want to get like shame for these people, because like I said, if you when you ask, sometimes if they just ignore you, kind of, for me it's like rejection is for me is it really hurts.
Well,
You
no, sis, you know what my tricks here? We all, of course, we all deal with that rejections and judge and think like we're stupid because if you ask questions, people, they automatically say you stupid.
Yes.
So really for me, like the more you ask questions, the more you explore, the more you just it gets into like that you don't care anymore. So like just keep practicing because learning and asking and exploring new ideas and new things is part of our journey, like in life, in success, in everything. But just don't give a stop because someone said didn't respond, or someone said that we're stupid, or someone said no, that's not like, like don't let them stop you from succeeding in your journey. Because those people that you ask and they are locked down or reject you, they are not successful. Because most successful people, sis, are willing to help and share.
They're willing to share their
Yeah, of how they become successful, because there is no successful people that would look down and then never, or say that you're stupid and this, the what that when you ask them. But most that I remember or I observe in social media, those I always um follow, those super successful entrepreneurs, that they are willing to help, very helpful. It's just if someone would come up to them and ask them and being curious because they want to be like them, they will learn, they will share all they can for you to be successful. So yes, never give up or stop because someone said no, you know just practice, you get used to it. Yun ako din naman eh. Di ba sabi ni Ate Mel, kapala ng mukha. So
oh,
kapala ng mukha, take it,
yung
take it.
yung vodka acronyms, I forgot.
Yes.
Yung
Um,
vodka. Uh, vi-
yun,
yeah, that's what I can't
yung
remember that.
vodka. I forget that. Yeah, that was, I write it down. It was in my notes, so I will remember that later. But yes, don't take it personal, and that's part of our learning or growing, in our business or in life. Curiosity and growth. Just don't take. For me, what I notice what I realize or experience is don't take it so personal.
Yeah,
If
like I did the same thing when at first that I feel really bad. The people regret, they have rejection and stuff, and I just realized like, like I said, like when I start reading different or listening different podcasts or anything that's motivational videos and stuff, it kind of like I said, the rejection is not really for you to, that's it push you to keep continue what you're doing, because I know there's a this is not a person that be helpful, there's another person, another opportunity comes. So yeah, that's why now if they don't show me what to do for me, I can
ask
find a different
another one.
way.
Yes,
Yeah.
another person.
Mhm.
Yes, that's how I look up. Like for example, I don't get answer in this one, or I don't satisfied with the answers. I will do my own research, and then I will reach
Mhm.
out to someone that are expert, because there is so many in our community. There is so many people that are good in different parts of like platform, and in our community is very amazing, how you reach out to them and they always get back to you, even like especially in our group, that global group chat that we're in this program. They are so busy in there, and you're talking, there's so many successful in there, and they always answered for every questions in there. So yes, never stop, or don't let that someone reject you or call you names stop from succeeding your life, in whatever you're doing, you're either business or in life. Keep moving forward, keep trying. That's the key to be successful. So
Mhm.
that's how to be more curious, like may mga ano mga tips dito, sis, ano yung mga tips mo dito on how to be more curious.
Yes, how to be more curious. First is ask yourself, uh ask yourself what's something I'd always wanted to learn or try. Like I know, I know, that you heard that you're this bucket list. So that
Ask
I
a lot of questions in ourselves.
yes, that's ask yourself what you want to try, to something new or something, or want something to learn different things. So ask yourself first, and then talk to people who inspired you, and
Yeah.
because curiosity grows when you surround yourself with people who are learning and growing also. So yeah, you see, it's like, for me, it's just like, if you're surrounded with people that don't have they don't have a future, like they never think about the future, what they're worried now is they're worried about right now,
Yeah.
like something, especially when it comes with your retirement, they're not worried about saving for the future,
Yes.
but they
I
just want
mean,
the money right now, so
yeah. There may mga tao talaga says na they are comfortable in their comfort zone, like in their living and they're going to work, home, they're happy. But of course, for me, if you are a type of person that are curious and want to be succeed in something and not come and willing to get out of that comfort zone, find someone that can help you.
yeah, the same, you have in the same mindset, like, like, one, not just having fun all the time, like go to work, go to the bar after work, and then come home. That's the
Nurse,
life they want. I like, yeah, I mean, for only for that, only for short term, and then
yeah.
you realize when you get older, then you get hit 30s, 40s, and 50s, you have to realize. But when you're young, you don't really think of that.
I always realize is that time flies and that time we cannot take that back, you know?
Yes,
That's
especially
what,
when sometimes, like, you're having fun, but it's not a good way that you benefit your future, and that
to have
that
fun, but
time.
within limits, within
Yes, yeah,
limits.
it's true. And don't be afraid to fail. It's part of the process, and leads to growth. So, like, like you mentioned earlier, people
Yes.
people do want to be curious because they're worried about being, you know ano sila, hindi sila
Yeah, it's rejected.
So yes,
Okay.
that's
Use that young rejection, use that as an opportunity to keep moving forward, like when someone said no, another one gonna say yes. Just keep going, until you eventually arrive at your destination before you realize all those rejections, all those no's that say that you encountered. In the end, you will be at your destination, because just never stop and never give up of what you're doing in life or in business. That's here in our business, in our um, attraction marketing. That's we are dealing with so many like that, and call us names, they don't even know us. And hey, just keep moving forward. There's someone there that same mindset as us, and someone wants to start the business and want to improve their life. Maybe it would say 1 in 1,000 people, but someone is. We are hunting for those one.
yeah, I think, yeah, they're everywhere. We just gonna find them, and
Right.
share. Because sometimes, like I said, it's not like, even in our work, if we sometimes people just don't want, they just want to stay where they are, and
Yes.
if they think the full-time job will enough for them to for retirement, then they will be happy for it. But
Yeah.
for me, coming to work every single day and force you to work 12 hours a day, we don't have no life, for how many years.
Yeah, I am so grateful for my full time, but as what right now we are doing is we funded our full time to our business, because our business is the door for our freedom, for everything that we really wanted in life, because we don't we that's why we are here. We are doing the business as our side hustle in the beginning, but of course we will treat this as our full time, because we don't want to look ourselves as 30 years from now we will still be in the same spot where we are right now. Yun talaga sa akin, sis. I look, yung alam mo, yung na-realize ko in the beginning, I look at the chair that that I'm sitting at work. I said, I don't want to be here 15 years from now. I have to find something.
So,
I have to find something that could help me get out of here and live the life that I really want. Although I am so grateful to have the opportunity to work and that job, but it's not my I
you
cannot look
have
at myself.
yeah,
To,
you have more of that ambition that you will need to be control of your life, not people control you to come to work. even you sometimes you don't feel going to work, but
Right,
you
right.
have no choice, you know, because if you don't go to work, you won't get paid.
You cannot pay your bills, you know.
Yeah.
So,
So yeah, it's as long as you like our ambition is more on that instead of just staying where we are right now, you will get there.
yes, of course. It's just, just stay committed on what we're doing and never give up and keep moving forward, because we don't realize that every little steps that we are doing here, it builds up eventually. you know the Of course, right now we cannot tell, we cannot, but we can tell the difference, how the improvement that we did here. And of course, then one of these days, we before we realize that we achieve our goals. It's good to have goals in life. And because, like, for me, really, is I asked in my life is, this is really the life that I want. I don't I wasn't proud of myself, sis, until I said, I need to find something that I can call myself you are successful, Rose. You are very, very successful in life. But before that, before I dive into this business, I feel loser.
Because you only work in your full-time job.
I said I cannot be here until 10 years, 15 years from now, because
How
you're
long you been in your full-time?
5 years. Yeah.
Wow.
So
For
I
me,
said,
okay, oh yeah, because you see, I started working in the industry is like 2007 when I start until now. So that was like almost like 17 years.
wow, but here we are, I'm sure in less than 5 years, you'll be all set.
Yeah, I just like maybe like I said, if I find this business sooner, that'll be, you know.
Yeah,
But
me too.
it's still like it's not too late to start, you know.
The right time was the time when you found this. That's what they always say, the right time. Because I always say that I wish that I found this sooner, but really, no, that time wasn't the right time. The right time is when we found this business. So real life application, encourage. So for our viewers, like, we will encourage you to whatever you learn, whatever we share here today. Pretty much we are sharing our life, but really our main purpose is for you to have takeaways that you can apply into your daily life. And think about one thing that you've been curious about, whether it's starting a new hobby, learning new skills, or exploring a dream, and take that first steps. Share how small steps can lead to a big changes. Like, what would say here, if a year ago, or I would say 2 years ago, or how long we start, we didn't take that first steps, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here doing go live and sharing this our amazing business that we found in our digital business, and helping people to start their own business. And of course, that this opportunity is the door for us to get our time freedom back, to live the life that we really want in life, instead of just waking up, go to work, and paying bills. That it's not life. We are here to enjoy our life. Is precious, and life is short. So always think about that. Ask yourself, and start looking around, and be curious, and of what is the opportunity that can help you grow, and you can benefit in the end, not just for yourself but for your family. So, Sister Esa, she's going to close this go live and wrap up before, then we will back tomorrow.
Yes, for this topic, we can wrap up with this. Curiosity is the first steps to growth. Don't be afraid to ask questions, explore new things, and challenge yourself. You never know where it might take you. So that's, just like advice. If you're really curious, curious, you won't go anywhere if you're not curious of everything. So if you're curious in our business, just take action. There's a link in front of the screen. You enter your email and your name and email address, and you will receive right away our 20 minutes info session that explain or highlights the what's the business is all about. And then if you're if you think it is your, is this the one that you're looking for, and yes, you can just follow the next steps, and we're here to help you the rest of your journey.
That's right. So we will be back and see you tomorrow. And we hope that you have a wonderful day today and take
Happy
care.
Sunday, everyone.